Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to tell you guys about that time that I coached girls soccer with a couple of my friends. I've talked about this a little bit on the channel, and some previous videos I told you guys that a video on this was coming soon. So it's finally here because the soccer season's over, and I'm just going to tell you guys the little story about how I coached them, how helped coach them. So a day after the first A-team basketball game, my friend Santiago, who played football with me, he goes, "Hey, you want to go soccer today?" And then I'm like, will the coach allow it? And then we talked to our friend Franklin and Austin, who have been going to girls soccer practice, and he said that as long as we're chill and as long as we don't distract the girls, we'll be fine. So he lets us go. At first, the coach was opposed to us going, but we went anyways because a day before, they had to paint the field, and my other friend Harold, he decided to draw a PP right on the field. So initially the coach had banned anyone else except for Austin and Franklin from going to soccer practice. But she allowed us and didn't really say anything to me and Santi. So we were allowed to go, and we helped coach him a little. We were mainly just that first day we kind of messed around with Steven, our friend Steven, who showed up there too. Now, their first game was on a Saturday. It was at 9 a.m., which was really early. I remember waking up a bunch. We all had to wake up really early to see these soccer games. But unfortunately, it was a loss for the girls. Now, the week of that practice, after that game, I told Coach, hey, make them do a bonsai. If you guys don't remember, I explained this in my football video. A bonsai is where you run from one side of the track to the other as a team, and then you all get there as a team, and then you'll yell bonsai together, and then you'll run back. Which it's a conditioning drill, and it gets tiring at some point, like, you know, most exercise. But I told it to Coach, and the coach had me explain it to the girls right in front of them, and so she made them do over like 15 to 30 bonsais around there. I believe the girls say like 30. I think it was like 15 or something. I don't know. But I remember in football, the most we had to do was 4 if we were like just bad. Now, Coach did make them do bonsais because they were bad. She said that they had no integrity and stuff, so she made them do a bunch of bonsais for half the practice. And the girls were all mad at me, bro. They were all like, "Screw you, Robert. How dare you make us do that? We were gonna jump you," stuff like that. Like, they literally messaged me stuff like that, and I was just like, "Hey, you'll thank me if you guys win this week." And surprise, surprise, they did end up winning this game they had that week. I even had a bet with a friend, $10, that if they won, they owed me $10. Because they said, which this is kind of true, for that drill to work for you to be conditioned, you'd have to do that for like at least a couple of days or so, not just, I think it was a Wednesday they did that, and the game was on a Saturday. So, in fairness to them, they're kind of right about that, but we bet like $10 on that, bro. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, the second game was a win. Alright, and then at the next week at that practice, they had us do scrimmages. So, like, they had us boys, me, my friends Austin, Santi, Alex, Steven. They'd have us do scrimmages against the girls, and there would be less of us boys, since, you know, we're not technically a part of the team, and there'd be more girls. And for a while, we would win, but the last scrimmage we did at the very last practice, they actually ended up winning. The score was 3-0. Which was actually surprised me a little. It surprised all of us, really. Even me and Franklin were like, "Bro, if we go to this high school, the coach better go hard on us, bro, because we're starting to lack a little." Now let me see what else is in my notes here. I got like MS notes pulled up here. Their third game was a loss. The practice after that, I taught them the ping drill, which apparently my friend Austin tells me it was called the circle of death or circle of pain. I don't know why I thought it was called the ping drill. Maybe because I just thought you're pinging the guy that you're going against. This is also another football drill that I've mentioned in my football video as well. Basically, the point of the drill is you all get in a circle and you face across from your partner in that circle. And then what happens is the coach will stand in the middle with the football, and he'll throw it just randomly to anybody. And whoever has the football has to run past their partner. And the person that guy's partners with has to tackle them or if they drop it, they gotta fall on the football. So it's like a turnover, it's something. So That's basically the drill. So I thought, hey, that could work here in soccer. So I taught it to coach, and then coach had me teach it to the girls. It took like 5 minutes to set up and everything for the girls to go through the example for the girls to get. But we ended up doing that drill too, which the girls actually they didn't mind it that much. They didn't really care. They weren't allowed to talk because they kept arguing with each other. So the coach didn't allow them to talk during that drill. But they liked it. Apparently, it wasn't as bad. At least it wasn't as bad as the bonsais. At least. Let's see what else. Their fourth game was a loss, but this game came down very close. This game came down to penalty kicks, and I believe they lost by 2 penalty kicks or maybe 1. I don't remember. After that, their fifth game was a win. And during that game, I went to the store across the street and bought some 2 bags of large Doritos, and I brought myself a soda, of course, a Sprite. After that, let's see, what else did I do? After that, me, Austin, Santi, and Alex all went to Dairy Queen, DQ, and ate there for a little, and then we all left. They were gonna go to the Guitar Center. I was going to go too, but my family had an emergency, so I had to go home. And then after that, the 6th game was a playoff game. They ended up winning this game. They went against the same school that they beat in their 5th game. So, but their 6th game was a playoff game. They ended up winning that on March 4th. That was a fun game too. What ended up happening was we poured, or not us. I didn't get wet, but they ended up pouring the water bucket on their coach. And the coach was running. That was the first time I ever seen the coach run, dude. Honestly. Like, the coach was waiting for her a lot. She did not want to get wet, but they all caught up to her and held her, and then she ended up getting wet, and they poured the whole water bucket. And I told my football coach who was there watching the game, I told him, Coach, we were gonna do this to you at the last football game, but they wouldn't allow us to do it. And he was like, oh yeah, were y'all? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, that was it was overall the girls soccer. It was a good season. I liked coaching the girls because I know all the girls, and most of the people that were helping coach them were all these weren't just random people. They were like close buddies of mine, buddies I played football with, like Steven, Alex, Samuel, Austin, Santi, the other Santi, Franklin. I'm forgetting anyone. I don't believe I'm forgetting. Oh, and the other Alex too, who showed up for like the last 2 practices. All of them. So yeah, overall, I mean, soccer was a fun time. I liked it better than basketball, honestly, helping coach them. Honestly. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please press like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.